Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, principal of Simply Improve Health, and I help people to train better and longer and recover more quickly, have better sleep, and enjoy better quality of life using simple plant-based products and simple techniques. Tonight's live is going to be a short one because, yes, I want to get back to watching Brazil and Switzerland. And next week, ladies, for those of you who are football widows who don't enjoy the World Cup or sports very much, I'm going to have something just for you. Okay? So next week, I'm going to have tips on how you can relax and enjoy yourself while the men are glued to the TV set. This evening, actually, the World Cup kind of fits in quite nicely with my subject for this evening, which is about following universal time, and how we may think we know what needs to happen when and how it needs to happen. The universe has a much higher vision and a much greater wisdom than we do, and its timing is always perfect. And the universe is always showing us the direction we need to go in on whether we need to move or not. But are we listening? This is the secret. Now, when we're listening and we're in the flow of universal time, everything becomes effortless. Doors just open, things just move, people just appear. It's almost scary how smoothly things will flow when you're following universal time. When you start to hit those blocks, when you start to stutter and things start to go wrong, it's time to kind of stop and figure out maybe you're not in the flow of universal time and you're trying to force your own time. There's an expression that we have, and it goes something like, God doesn't come when you wanna, doesn't come when you oughta, but always shows up right on time. And that's what universal time is about. It's about things happening in the perfect way at the perfect time without you having to force it because you're in the flow of things. Now, I was forcibly reminded of that this week, when the universe had been telling me to let something go that I was working on, a problem with my website, and I was just missing the sunshine outside because the weather was really nice. I was, not talking to my spouse. I'm basically becoming this recluse that didn't talk to anybody, didn't want to associate with anybody because I'm so focused on getting this problem solved. And the universe literally stopped me in my tracks from doing that. So what happened? The universe kept tapping me on the shoulder and I wasn't listening, so it gave me a shove, literally, and I went sprawling in the street for no apparent reason. I just slipped and fell. But what that taught me is that there are still good Samaritans in the world, because the people who were driving, they weren't near me, but they saw me fall and they all stopped to ask me if I needed help and I was okay. So that was nice. But what it forced me to do, because my knee got jarred and is this still a bit swollen, but it's better, was to focus on taking care of myself, and becoming sociable again, being connecting with other people that I needed actually in the end to connect with. Contacted old friends that I hadn't talked to in a while, which was a really productive and potentially lucrative activity for me. So I won there. I didn't lose a thing. Now, and made a new friend that I'm gonna meet for lunch. So, and in the doing of that, in the just putting aside and stop trying to force my way, my time, the very problem that I was struggling with not only seemed less important, but also started to unravel itself without any effort on my part. Now, there is a little saying that an inspirational quote I saw not too long ago, and I thought was brilliant, and it's true. And it says, if an answer to a situation or question isn't immediately yes, the universe will either be saying, no, it's not for you, or it's saying, not now, you don't need it right now, or it's saying, wait, I've got something better for you. Now, I don't know, I think I know which category my website falls in, but it remains to be seen. And that's the choice of the universe. But once I stop struggling against the flow of activity, which was to stop, take a break, regroup, and then start again, things started to move. But as long as I was trying to fight and have my own way and try to make things happen in my time, nothing was happening. And in fact, it was getting worse. So I just, at that point, once I got knocked flat, I realized, you need to step step back, stop messing with things, because you're only making it worse. Leave it alone. The universe knows what needs to happen and will make sure it will happen, but in the proper time and in the proper way. So if you're stressing out because you can't get this done when you want it done, all you're going to do is raise your blood pressure and give yourself ulcers. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Let it go. Even that putting it aside for a short period of time can help you to gain, even if it's just clarity, to be able to find a solution. Or, as I said, if you leave it alone and step out of the universe's way, it will resolve the situation for you and it will be just fine. So those are my thoughts. Like I said, this is going to be a short one. I want to get back to the Brazil and Switzerland match. But I challenge you to think about that, where you are trying to impose your time upon the universe instead of flowing with the universe so that everything opens easily for you and comes to you without much effort on your part at all. So maybe the thing you're chasing is not what you need to be chasing at all. Think about that. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Have a lovely evening. If you're watching the World Cup, enjoy. We've been having some real cracking games. And like I said, ladies, just for you, the football widows, if you're not interested in football, I'm going to do something very nice for you in terms of simple things you can do to help yourself relax and enjoy while the men are watching the game. Take care. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.